Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to my new channel called Cowboys Unfiltered. This channel is going to be strictly about the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Matt. I have a channel called Rocco with Unfiltered. I've been following the Dallas Cowboys for over 20 years of my life. I'm a massive fan of the team, and I've been doing videos for the last couple of years now. Now, the first 10 weeks of the season, guys, they will be on my channel, Rocco Unfiltered. So if you guys want to go there and see videos from the past 10 weeks, it's on that channel there, plus the Quinn Williams trade and many things regarding the Dallas Cowboys. Now, everything regarding the Cowboys in the future will be on this channel. Now, really good win for the Dallas Cowboys last night, beating the Las Vegas Raiders 33-16. Now, guys, obviously, this is the Cowboys' first game after the bye week, and obviously the first game since the passing of Marshawn Kneeland, of course. Now, first things first, guys, obviously, there's a lot more bigger things in life than sports, of course, and I just want to wish Marshawn Kneeland's family condolences. Probably going through a rough time right now. May he rest in peace. Just an unfortunate situation. Just a terrible situation, to say the least, guys. Now, the Cowboys went out there and they guaranteed they played for him tonight, because I thought the defense, they played really well tonight. Even though it is the Vegas Raiders, guys, and the Vegas Raiders are absolutely putrid. The defense really put on a decent performance tonight, really playing for Marshawn Kneeland tonight, and also having the debut of Quinn Williams and Logan Wilson. And man, oh man, Quinn Williams had himself a very nice debut, guys. You know, solid performance by Quinn Williams today, guys, having over 3 pressures on the quarterback, a sack and a half, guys, 5 tackles. He had a really impressive debut, and this is why I love the addition of Quinn Williams to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, that was one very good thing to see on the defensive side, but on the offensive side of the ball, man, oh man, George Pickens, this guy here, I knew when we grabbed this guy, George Pickens, guys, from the Steelers, I knew it was going to be a steal, no pun intended there, but my God, I am just absolutely mind blown from what I've seen from George Pickens, guys. Last night, 9 receptions, 144 yards, guys, and a touchdown. Pickens is second in the league in receiving yards with about a little over 980, I think it is. So, my God, man, this guy here has been a revelation for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, CeeDee Lamb had a decent game as well, 5 receptions for 66 yards and a touchdown. He should have had 2 touchdowns, but unfortunately, we all know a lot of fantasy owners are not happy with CeeDee Lamb this morning with dropping that open catch there at the end of the game to make it 2 scores. So I understand if you guys are frustrated with CeeDee Lamb. I know I got a buddy of mine who is. Sorry about that, brother. But, you know, and other than that, though, I thought the Cowboys' offense was clicking really well last night, guys. You know, like I mentioned, CeeDee and Pickens had a touchdown. You had Ferguson with the touchdown. Flournoy with the touchdown. Dak looked really good last night. 25 for 33, over 250 yards passing. 4 passing touchdowns by Dak Prescott. It was a very impressive performance by the Dallas Cowboys offense. And then you got Javonte Williams on top of it. 22 carries for 93 yards. Javonte Williams as well, guys, has been an absolute steal this season for $3 million. This guy's going to run over 1,000 yards rushing this year. We never expected Javonte Williams to be doing this when the Cowboys signed him. Not a chance in bloody hell. No freaking way, man. But he has been an incredible surprise for the Dallas Cowboys offense. And then we also had some good performance last night by Deron Bland on defense. Kalen Carson was the only guy last night who played every snap of the game. The Cowboys defense had like 20 guys playing in defense last night, so they were rotating a lot. Really surprising to see, but it worked for the Cowboys. It worked for them. You saw it. And now the Raiders, obviously, guys, like I mentioned, they're a really putrid team, 2-8. Pete Carroll, I don't think he should be coaching anymore. The guy's 74 years old. I think he's old. He's not a great coach anymore. And not that he even was a great coach. He just was surrounded by great players most of his career. And I don't think the Raiders are going to benefit having a coach like that anymore either. And then you got Geno Smith. This guy's throwing a pick every week. So the Raiders got some problems, and the Cowboys took advantage of it. We even had a pick last night. Bell had an interception last night, which was great to see, of course. So everything went right for the Cowboys last night after having the bye week, and obviously what happened regarding that as well, like I mentioned, of course, guys. So the Cowboys played with heavy hearts last night, guys. They deserved the win, of course. You know, they played really well through the entire game. Not really too much complaints regarding this football game. And then you get guys like Brian Schottenheimer getting emotional after the game in the post-game talk in the locker room. Just seeing that stuff by Shoddy, I'm really glad that this man is my head coach currently right now. Now, I understand the record isn't great right now. We're 4-5-1. The defense isn't great right now. But if the defense can get to just average, the Cowboys have a possibility. It's a very low possibility of making the playoffs. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but it's a very low chance. But just play better. Play for your teammate. You know, play for each other. And you never know what happens. You're going to play the defending Super Bowl champions next week and the Philadelphia Eagles. I hope we can get some revenge on these guys after what happened in week 1. We should have won that game. Unfortunately, a CeeDee Lamb drop pass could have maybe changed the fortunes of that football game, but unfortunately it didn't come to fruition in that game. So hopefully they can get some revenge next week against the Eagles, guys. But with the additions to Williams, you know, the way Pickens is playing right now, Dak's playing well right now too. On top of it, guys, the defense, if they continue to play like they did this week for the rest of the season, I don't see why the Cowboys can't win any more games. But the thing is, guys, will that benefit the Cowboys? I don't think it will, because like I said, even if they do make the playoffs, they're only going to play a 1 week, possibly a wildcard weekend. So that's the frustrating thing. If they do make the playoffs, you're just hurting your draft stock. But let's wait and see how the Cowboys play next week against the Eagles, guys. I thought they played really solid last night, guys, like I mentioned before. You know, that's how you're going to have to play against the teams against the Raiders. Take advantage against the crap teams. But one more thing I'm going to mention, of course, that we obviously know about is at the beginning of the football game was when Brian Schottenheimer didn't play CeeDee Lamb and Pickens at the first drive of the game. Now, obviously, that was a bit of a surprise, of course, but I heard on Twitter last night that CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens broke curfew in Vegas. They got caught, and Shoddy had to punish them in some type of way and didn't play them in the first drive. And we all saw what happened on the first drive of the game, guys. The Cowboys went 3-0, and then Shoddy said, okay, get your asses back out there and go perform. And George Pickens did for sure. CeeDee Lamb did too at times, but not the entire game, of course, because he should have had 2 touchdowns, guys. But other than that, though, guys, a pretty flawless performance by the Cowboys, other than giving up a touchdown and a couple field goals, 3 field goals. You know, not a big game to complain about, guys. Not a game to poke at things. This was just a solid performance by the Cowboys to get back in the win column. Let's see how they do next week against the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. Thank you for watching, guys, to the new channel now. Like, subscribe, guys. Appreciate you guys if you do. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Cowboys Unfiltered, guys. Thank you very much for watching, as always, guys. See you later. Ciao.